Right, happy Pluto and Aquarius. I wanted to just do us a special wee quickish Pluto and Aquarius message. So I've just done the shorts up until the 20, I think it was the 25th or the 26th of November, and you'll see yourself what happened. It's just like, yeah, it kind of blew my mind. So I'll leave that as a wee surprise. You'll see it in a couple of days. But anyway, could you tell us something? The same cards might come out because I'm using the same decks, but kind of nuts the combination of cards. Right. So could you tell us what is it we need to know for Pluto going into Aquarius, which is pretty much 20 years. So is that right? Anyway. Oh yeah, welcome if you're new. Again, it's feeling like I'm doing a short because I'm doing it upright. Actually, that's a good point. No, I can't bother, guys. I'll just do this. I was going to turn it around the other way. Past life activations. So you could be having some powerful past life activations at this point. An invitation to connect. Your guides are trying to connect with you, so make sure you're listening. Divine masculine. So that's why they wanted me to carry on. So this isn't the card that came out for later on in the week, but it was ones like that. So yeah, I really do feel the divine masculine in particular is having huge past life activations, and and also, oh shit, look, the 19th, that's today. So, and I just looked at 144. So I feel particularly divine masculines that feel connected to the 144,000 are having huge past life activations. Again, it will be to do with the shift. I mean, I felt it. Like, I literally felt it move. This is how weird it is for me. And then, like, there we go. As I'm saying that, yeah, I felt it move. Yesterday was the 18th, today's the 19th. I felt it move. So, Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge, again, and it's because, with the work that I do, I'm a rainbow bridge. I'm a bridge from between heaven and earth. That's what a true shaman is. But it's kind of like I feel, because I'm very connected to the divine feminine energy as well. Yeah, I feel all the shifts that the Mother Earth goes through, and again, that is to do with where my Pluto placement is as well. But it feels, yeah, that the past, the present, and the future are all very interconnected as they pull me to the futures in your hand. So I feel, it's a bit like Back to the Future, a bit like timeline shifts, timeline jumping, quantum leap, Back to the Future, all the kind of stuff that I love, guys. These are all my favourite kind of things. It's quite exciting energy, and I feel the masculines feeling a lot of strong shifts there. So again, the masculine being male or female, by the way. And again, so if you're new to me, everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. So yeah, can't really be more giving the intro. I had to get up early this morning. I've just been uptown, and it's a bit. I just find it very overwhelming. I just again, it's probably. I mean, it's definitely worse because we're on the run up to Christmas kind of thing. But I mean, it'll just get even worse. But it's just yeah, I need grounding. I just kind of need to sort of come back down after being around all those people. Oh wow, look at that. Earth healing, and so 38 could be significant, but we've got earth healing and grounding. So I feel, if you're really feeling these galactic shifts, if you're not kind of, because basically what I'm saying is, I'm very used to these frequencies, right? Because I've been attuned to the new earth frequencies for ages now, for years. And that's why I've been anchoring in and grounding that in for that, with that grounding activation meditation that I do fairly often. And definitely personal sessions, but it's on loads of the public ones too. And so I really do feel those of you, particularly in the divine masculine energy, you might not be used to these energies. 418 as well. I feel there are inner unions going on. There's physical unions coming in. It's big energies. It's like a huge big energy shift. So, an invitation to an invitation to connect. So did that not just come out a minute ago, or did that come out in the shorts? I really can't remember if that. See, I can't remember if that came out in this, but then yeah, it did, didn't it? The 19th. This just keeps coming out. An invitation to connect. An invitation to connect. So I feel it's the galactic guides, the guides in general, your power animals, your loved ones in spirit. I feel there's a lot of basically a lot of guides and angels and ancestors in the spirit world are reaching out to connect to you masculines at this point. So if you're not already aware of that, which I know a lot of you are, but if you're not already aware of it, like, get still and tune in. In these last days, there's literally only another couple of days of Scorpio season, and tune into that energy. But again, the 19th is today. I also feel there's something about an invitation to connect. I do feel for a select few twins that are coming into, like, either a reunion where you start to connect again slowly, or like a proper union if it's time for, like union, because some people will go slap bang straight into, that's it, we're in union. I really do feel there could be invitations to connect coming in. So is there any more from this deck? And again, that's, I can tell by how fast the message is coming through. This is a, an active, I mean, like I say, everything I do is an activate, everything I do is a light code activation and clearing energy. But this, I can feel the difference with the Pluto in Aquarius. It's hard to describe. It'll be interesting when the moon's in Aquarius with this Pluto in Aquarius. Second ray of wisdom. Again, this is the sacral chakra, so pay very close attention to what feels good and what doesn't. I know that might seem a bit simplistic, but those of you that are interested in human design, and if you know what a generator is, you might be one like myself, or you might just know of it. It really doesn't matter. You don't need to be a generator. But the point is I'm saying that because when you're a generator, you really have to go by, does this feel right? You need to tune in the moment. So you'll notice it's why I do a lot of spontaneous sort of pop-ups when I do lives, or I'll be like, I'll see how I'm feeling. And it's like I really kind of go with how I'm feeling, and I test things out. And, that is to do with being a generator. You really have to trust yourself. Because again, it's not a coincidence that, the sacral chakra is about how much we trust, or to trust when you don't trust as well, because it's usually for a good reason. But I really do feel, a lot of you are being attuned into the more subtle energies of that. It feels like that message again about discernment. Because like I say, it's because we're in these last days of Scorpio, like people are being revealed, like we are in the end times, you know what I mean? It's like, it's exciting that the golden age and the Aquarius energy is coming in and everything, but we're also in the end times too. So it's like big energies. Now we've got the solar plexus, third ray of creative intelligence. So although, wait a minute, that actually doesn't, that sounds like more like the mind. But whatever that is, third, I would take the third to be the solar plexus. But I do feel that saying something about the mind. So either way, it's like, pay attention to transformations that are going on with all the butterflies, with all the colours too. Like, I feel there's a cleansing of the chakras going on, with the clearing of the purging energy of the last Scorpio season. Oh yeah, Ascension, there is again. So remember, as I'm filming this, 18th was yesterday, Ascension Rainbow Bridge. So I feel again like, because those days, that week, but that weekend, with that full moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus, I'll go crazy, just, worst full moon I've had in a long time. But again, that's the thing is, worst full moon I've had in a long time, but only it was really due to other people's stuff. But like, once I managed to sort of clear that, it's got back to my own centre, I feel great again, do you know what I mean? So there's something with that, don't get pulled into other people's dramas or other people's stuff. There's a lot of people that are going to try and burst your happy bubble. So, and now a little Bible verse has just popped up, so it's probably going to be relevant. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Well, that's powerful. Love one another as I have loved you. Yeah, John 15:12. So there could be something significant about the 15th of the 12th. I also feel with what I was just saying there, it's about, even if people have been very difficult towards, like I say all the time, try to forgive anyone involved, but you still put your boundaries up, depending on what it is, it's specific to different people. But and it really does just come down to that. We're seeing who's done the work and who's not. It's hard to, I get what they're saying. It's like, it is to do with shadow integration. Like, if you really have looked at your stuff and you've not ran away from it, and you've probably doing it for years, and you've integrated it, there's a real clash of like people that are still going through stuff. So that's really what it is. So it's about, have kindness and compassion, but you don't need to have kindness and compassion at the point where you're exhausting your own, like, it's kind of like it's It's boundaries. They just keep going on about boundaries. It's to do with boundaries. And again, it's because Saturn, which rules Capricorn, which is all about boundaries, is in Pisces. It's blurry boundaries. And remember, Saturn is the planet that literally just went direct again after being retrograde. So it's a constant showing you where to have more boundaries. And again, I could also break it down that Saturn is your work. So definitely boundaries with your work, but really in everywhere in life. Yeah, tower moments. The crumbling, what are you clinging on to? So again, however you done, I feel like I want to say, however you done things when Pluto was in Capricorn, get ready for things to totally shake up, and especially the masculine energies because of that Divine Masculine card coming out. The Pluto in Capricorn is completely different to Pluto in Aquarius. Like, we're in the future now, baby. So they wanted me to add a little baby on there. Yeah, look, there we go. See? Oh wow, shit. I just quoted that card in the shorts. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So again, it's like, the term light workers and love and light and all that just makes me cringe, but again, but that doesn't mean that if you like to be called a light worker, you do you, boo, right? But I'm a light warrior. So it's all to do with the frequency of words, but it does matter to me. And again, it really is to do with that, because I teach people about the shadow. And look, because I'm, it's interesting that I'm wearing the black 11/11. They're saying, the huge activations that have been going on since 11/11. Actually, the huge activations that have been going on since 11/11 last year, because that's when a lot of the masculines went into a dark night of soul. And so some of those ones are actually coming out of one now. But it really just depends. And some of you could have been in it for even longer than that. Again, I was in my dark night of soul for a lot longer than a year. So, but masculines tend to go through it a lot faster. It reminds me of that deck that's got fast track to ascension. But yeah, I really do feel it's like, the original light workers, the light warriors, the starseeds, 1144, we've come here to light up the world, so no matter who's trying to dim your light, or, no matter who's trying to dim your light, you're going to have to keep on shining. So however you do that, it's up to you. And if you need help, get in touch. And again, especially those of you that are in inner union, unconditional love with yourself, divine feminines and divine masculines, because people that come into a proper physical union that's there to last, it's because you've both done the work, you're equals. Because that's the whole challenge, you see, is the masculine feels this innate energy that it's like, I have to match this person's energy, like to feel good enough. It's not that the feminine doesn't feel that the masculine isn't good enough, it's that the masculine feels that within themselves. So once you've done enough work as a feminine, you don't sit and twiddle your thumbs like, oh, I've got nothing to do. You keep working on your own mission or your own calling, and you do things that light you up, and that, lifts the masculine wherever they're at. That's very simplistic, but a second chance, it's never too late, new possibilities. I know what they're saying. It's like some of the masculines that are possibly still in the dark night, so feel like it's too late, they feel like I'm not going to get a second chance. But this message is that, there are second chances there for things to come about. As I was just saying, unconditional love, there's the ancestors, the grandmothers coming in that I really felt around me as I was channeling the Mediumship Monday yesterday. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weave-in. So the ancestors are bringing you together at this time. Also, the ancestors being like the future too. So like, any future children that are meant to come in as well, for people that are, that's part of your life purpose and stuff like that, childbearing age. That's really coming in, because past, present and future are part of this. And just because when I've been shuffling, I've been seeing loads of cards like Star Child and Soul Child and stuff. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. And also, wow, I'm just noticing some of that synchronicity of the other day when I was talking to someone, we were noticing that, it's very common that like children can be born on like your ancestors' anniversaries. Like, so for instance, my niece was born on my great granny's birthday. So if the 365 days of the year, I just feel that's really cool that she came in, and it's, it's not a coincidence. So you could also be getting, that could be the invitation to connect that I was talking about, because I just got a text there. So do we need anything else for this? Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. But yeah, basically they're saying, that's the message, that things are changing at a cellular level. Your chakras are all getting lit up. If you've already been doing the work and you're in the newer frequency, just keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. And but yeah, there's deep healing going on, and just be aware that others aren't as used to this energy. So you might be called upon for support. See you later.